But yeah, look at this. All these guys coming in with +2/+2. Let's go. I'm gonna do it to him. Get out of here. It's Final Fantasy, boy. Play some new cards. Get him out of here. Bap. I get to add a bunch of mana. All of those will come in with extra +1/+1 counters. We will go with the Summon Bahamut, and for sure we will blow up that one. Oh, the Bahamut also comes in with haste. Let's go. Hey there, neighbor, and welcome to another MTG Arena standard video. Today we are looking at Yuna, Hope of Spira. She's the last hope for standard. I've been having a lot of fun playing with this human cleric. She's a legendary creature. During your turn, Yuna and enchantments you control have trample, lifelink, and ward 2. So our enchantments get kind of protection, which is really nice. And then at the beginning of our end step, we may return one target enchantment from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So what we're trying to do is cheat out a lot of really powerful enchantments like Summon Titan, Summon Knights of Round, and Summon Bahamut. We're trying to get those into the graveyard, so we have quite a bit of ways to put things in our graveyard, such as Esper Origins, a new Final Fantasy card as well. You get to Surveil 2, and if we want to see that we want to put it in the graveyard, we can do that. We have Fear of Missing Out. You get to discard a card, so if some of these are in our hand, we can drop them off that way. Bitter Reunion, basically the exact same. When this enchantment enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2. We have Terra, Magical Adept. When Terra enters, you have to mill 5 cards, and then you get to put one enchantment milled this way into your hand. We got Joshua, Phoenix Dominant. When Joshua enters, discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. So those are kind of all the ways that we have of getting our, really, top end payoffs into the graveyard. And then we have a little bit of mana ramp with Llanowar Elves, can tap him to add 1 green mana. And then we also have Sarah Farron. It says the first legendary creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast, and we have a lot of legendary creatures. Joshua is legendary, Terra is legendary, but more importantly, Yuna is legendary, so we can go Farah. You could do this as early as turn 2 if you have a Llanowar Elf on turn 1. You could go Sarah on turn 2, and then in theory you could go Yuna on turn 3 because legendary creatures, at least the first one you cast, cost 2 less to cast. So instead of 5 mana, Yuna would only cost 3 mana. If you do that though, you probably don't have many enchantments in the graveyard, so you might want to hold off on that line. This maybe not the most optimal line for you to go with, but then one of the final enchantment creatures that I'm playing as well is this Enduring Courage from the Duskmourn set. Whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2/+0, and it gains haste until the end of the turn. I know that this combo doesn't really work the best with Yuna because she says at your end step, so this is already after you have attacked, but where I thought that this card could come in really, really clutch is creatures entering this turn get +2 and haste, is with the Summon Knights of Round. When we pull him back from the graveyard for the next 4 turns in a row, we are creating 3 2/2 White Knight creature tokens. So if we have Enduring Courage on the battlefield, and I actually really like this creature as a haste enabler, because if the opponent does remove Enduring Courage, he does come back as an enchantment with the exact same rule text where creatures get +2/+0. So pretty hard to remove Enduring Courage. And then yeah, for the next 4 turns in a row, all of our knights, will be creating 3 of them, will come in as a 4/2 hasty knight creature. So yeah, that's kind of the deck. It's really simple. I know a lot of people are playing it lately. This is my own take on it. And yeah, Yuna, she's a lot of fun. I really like the card art for her. It looks absolutely amazing. And to me, that looks like an X behind her. So I guess she's from Final Fantasy X. For those Final Fantasy fans out there, let me know what the lore is behind Yuna, Hope of Spira. I'd love to know that. If you can drop a comment down below and just let me know the lore of Yuna in the Final Fantasy games. And let me know if Wizards of the Coast did her justice with her card in Arena. But yeah, let's just jump into some games and see how the deck does. All right, we get to go first. I will keep this hand. You can get Elf on turn 1. And like I said in the deck intro, we could get down Sarah on turn 2. But I think we're going to go with a Bitter Reunion. And I think I'll drop off a land. I'm sure we'll be able to draw a land in the next, 3 draws. So we can go ahead and smack the opponent for 1. Next turn, we will have 4 mana. Unfortunately, we don't have double red, so we cannot play the Enduring Courage. We did draw a Yuna, which is really nice, so let's go with Esper Origins. Summon Titan, we will happily throw in the graveyard. And then again, we can punch the opponent for 1. They have a flash creature. That's a little bit unfortunate. I guess we could have expected that. So it's fine though. We can get Sarah down next turn and then Yuna down the turn after that. Ooh, VV, this is going to be a problem if they can start putting counters on him. So yeah, it's our turn. Let's hope we can throw a Summon Knights of Round or a Bahamut into the graveyard. I will take land. So yeah, next turn we can actually get down Yuna. And I believe we can bring... Well, I was going to say we can bring back the Titan and give it haste. But yeah, Yuna brings him back at the end step, so... They create a equipment. This is an interesting card. Blacksmith's Talent. I have almost never seen this one. It's to give Vivi some +1 to its power so they can add extra mana. This is going to be a no blocks from us. And then yeah, we can play a land. They're all tapped out. So we can get Yuna down. She does have lifelink. I think I will go ahead and just activate Bitter Reunion right now. Go ahead and attack with these 2. So we will be gaining 3 life. We're taking their creature out, and we can bring back Summon Titan. 7/7, mill 5 cards. We throw a Summon Knights of Round and a Bahamut into the battlefield. This is looking really, really good. Next turn, we're bringing back Bahamut. And we're going to blow up their VV, just because that one can kind of add infinite mana. All right, I think, yeah, they did that right now. So they're going to go with the stock up. So they're all tapped out. That is absolutely amazing. This Sleep Cursed Fairy won't be able to attack through. And with our Summon Titan, we're going to bring all the lands back. Not 100% sure why he's attacking. He does realize it. So Summon Titan going to bring all the lands back. They do come in tapped, which is unfortunate. We will go with Joshua. And then we can discard Sarah. Draw Esper Origins, which is amazing. I will throw both these lands away. We don't really need them. And then... we can transform her. That is awesome. So I will attack with the Summon Titan. We'll be able to gain 7 life, which again, I think will help us out quite a bit. And we can take their fairy out. So I am fine with that because at the end step, like I said, we're bringing back Bahamut and we are just going to blow up this VV. Submit 1. Yeah, an opponent, I think they're in quite a bit of trouble. Of course, they have another one, because why wouldn't they? But I don't know how much they can do with him this turn. Equip cost is 2. I guess they can tap that one. So they essentially just have 2 mana to work with. I don't know how much they can do with 2 mana. 1 mana to work with. They get another Sleep Cursed Fairy, but it's over for the opponent because, yeah, we're just going to blow up this VV. We are going to go ahead and get down the Enduring Courage, and then with Yuna, we were going to bring back the Summon Knights of Round. Card art also looks amazing. Bahamut putting in a ton of work, And I mean, yeah, look at this. They have no creatures to block with, and we have a 5/7 lifelink trampler and a 9/9 lifelink trampler. So, GG. All right, guys, we get to go first. I like this hand. I just hope we can find something to actually drop off. Let's get this one down, and then the mountain, and I think we'll go with Bitter Reunion. Drop off Bitter Reunion. It's a landfall deck for sure. So, might need to draw our Get Lost. Enduring Courage. I think I might want to get down Joshua, actually. Terra is actually also really good to mill 5 cards. Hopefully we put, yes, one of our top-end payoffs in the graveyard, which we just did. And I think I'll actually want to get down the Enduring Courage, just to give all of our creatures +2 in haste that enter that turn. Opponent hovering over our creature. They might have a removal spell. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like they're just sticking with their own plan. We actually have 2 routes we could go with. I think I'm actually in favor of going with a land drop into Fear of Missing Out. Drop off a land. And then go with Esper Origins. And yeah, we're looking for a Yuna. So whenever this creature attacks for the first time, I think we still will attack. I'm fine taking a trade right here. They don't give it to us, which is fine. Opponent. Looks like they might be a bird deck, actually. They named bird with that, bird with that. So they are playing some blue mana. Chocobo to make us fight. All right, I think we'll want to go with Joshua. We can drop off a Joshua and a Enduring Courage. Yes, we drew a Yuna. Next turn we'll be able to play her. Can drop off a Summon Knights of Round, and I mean, we could give everyone haste. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. 7 damage to the opponent, so they're down to 9. They might want to keep one of their creatures back. They might focus on removing some of these creatures, which I won't mind too much if they do that. I think that will leave the door open for us to get down Yuna. They go with the Traveling Chocobo. Chocobo. Reminds me of that one song from the Beach Boys. Down in Kokomo. So they finally hit a blue land. So they do have 2 mana open. I hope they don't have any counter magic and they fully tap out, which, like I said, that's kind of what I wanted them to do. I'm fine with that. Oh, Summon Bahamut would be really, really nice, but yeah, for right now we have to go with Yuna. I will for sure take a trade with the Traveling Chocobo, just because that one does provide a lot of value for them. And yeah, we will go ahead and get down Summon Knights of Round, create 3 blockers, and yeah, we can just keep doing that every turn. Of course, if they remove Yuna now, a little bit unfortunate, but Bart's and Boko. Yeah, so they will remove Yuna. That is unfortunate. That actually is a double trigger, kind of crazy. 2, 4, 6. Could get down Esper Origins, so we'll gain 2 life. There's a land drop, but no landfall trigger. They just attack with that one. Just a land for us. Get to create some tokens. Let's go ahead, play Esper Origins, see what's on top. 2 lands. Definitely don't need those. Reveal the top card of your library. Oh my gosh, we are drawing so many lands. A little bit unfortunate. And let's see, if we attack with everyone... They block there, block there, block there. 3 damage gets through. I think we hold. Let's hold for one more turn. I think next turn we'll go with an all-out attack. We are up to 9 life. Sacrifice the land. They don't have any landfall triggers, so they're not getting too much value off of that. That one does come in tapped. So they are capped at 5 lands. That one will also come in tapped. So 5 mana to work with. I mean, I'll block like that. I mean, if they can pump him, yeah, maybe they can get 2. Another bird, exile it. So they're just going to exile it? Oh, they're going to make us fight then? Put a +1 counter on a target without flying. So on those 2... So they will be able to remove 2 creatures because I think they just flickered Bart. There's their landfall one. At the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, so they're going to be able to fight 2 creatures. Probably summon Esper in one of our tokens. And we're at 8 mana. That's so unfortunate. If we had an elf out, we could have gotten down the Summon Bahamut. So yeah, 15 damage. Take out the Esper Maiden. They get to put some more +1 counters on everything, but we will have 6 attackers. I mean, I guess we have to go for it because Bart has flying now. They only have 4 blockers. I think we got them. Go with this one. 2 more lands. Going to oh, we don't get to reveal it. All right, they're all tapped out. Who do we remove? I guess we remove this one. 5, 6, because we have 6 attackers. They'll have 4 blockers, so 2 of them are getting through. So I think we win. Yeah. They have 4 blockers. We have 6 attackers. So 2 of them... Oh, wait, no. They're going to survive at 1 HP. Bro. Oh, he gave up. I think he would have survived at 1 HP. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he blocks this guy. And then 3 of the knights. That's only 2 knights getting through for 4 damage. So, all right. This guy conceded a little bit too early. I think he had us. Because on the crackback, yeah, none of his creatures are dying. Because with this Chocobo, he blocks the Summon Knights of Round, so this one lives. And then all of these block the tokens, only do 2 damage to all of them. So all of those guys live. And then on the crackback, he would have had us. So let's go. GG. All right, we get to go first. Lands could maybe use a little bit of work, but we'll have the elf to help us out on turn 2. And, I mean, we have a Yuna in our opening hand. So we'll try it. Looks like we're up against a Is It Cutter deck. Some of the most fun you can actually have in Standard is playing against this type of deck. So I think next turn, hopefully they don't remove our elf. I mean, I don't see how they could with 2 blue mana. But yeah, we can get down Terra, Magic, Adept. Go ahead and mill 5 cards. They actually bounce it back to our hand. That's pretty funny. All right, hopefully we draw a land. We do. So we will go with Terra, Magic, Adept. Oh, and we put a Bahamut in the graveyard. That is amazing. We're going to submit 0. And then, yeah, I really hope we draw a land. And I think I'll get the elf down because then the turn after that, we could get Yuna down. Thank you, game. Ask and you shall receive. Do they have counter magic? Not sure that they would want to use it for that. And yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. Swing through for 4 damage. They flash in a Tidebinder to trade with us, but guess what? We got another one. I think I will take a Fear of Missing Out. I mean, that's not necessarily an enchantment we want to get back with Yuna. And then let's see what the opponent does. So they're definitely not Is It Cutter. They might be holding on to a ton of counter spells, so we might need to try and get them to tap out before we play our Yuna. So we might try and get down one of these good boys, Enduring Courage. Opponent's thinking about it. Only 4 cards in hand. So yeah, let's try it. I mean, we'll get down the Enduring Courage. Are we gonna see some counter magic? We do. It is 3 steps ahead. At least they're not able to draw any cards off of that, which I'm happy about. So we'll go ahead and get down Fear of Missing Out. We have to discard. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. We draw a Summon Knights of Round. Go ahead and smack through for 4 damage. They do take the trade, and they're down to just 3 cards in hand, plus their top deck. They play a land for turn. Two, 4, 5. We have 6 mana. Like I said, I really don't want to play Yuna into Oven mana from the opponent, so we might just go with Esper Origins. Maybe that will eat another counter spell. Maybe that one will eat another counter spell. And it does, and they are able to draw 2 cards. They do have to discard one of them. So that is a little tiny bit unfortunate, but I mean, yeah, we'll just have to suffer through these counter spells for a while. We can at least smack the opponent for 3. I mean, they'll have to play something eventually. We've seen 2 3 steps ahead. I'm gonna play that one. So they have 2 mana available. Oh, they're playing something. They're all tapped out. Let's absolutely go. And then we actually can play Esper Origins. I think I'll put a Joshua in the graveyard. And then, I mean, we could gain 2 life, but I'm going to go ahead and say no attacks. And we for sure are bringing back the Summon Bahamut. I think we'll destroy this one. Just, I don't want them drawing any more cards. And they are, you know, running dry a little tiny bit. So now they have quite a few things to answer. If we could draw a land, we will have 8 mana. So then we can just, for its fair cost, play Summon Knights of Round. On our turn, all of our enchantments get Ward 2, so opponent will have a much harder time hitting us with the Unsummon. So there is a Kiora. They're looking to put a big fat octopus onto the battlefield, but yeah, we can just blow that one up this turn with Summon Bahamut. Bahamut? How do you guys say this? Card art looks amazing. I really like the card art for Yuna. These is a Final Fantasy character. Full arts look so cool. So opponent looking to hit us with an unsummon. Potentially. Maybe they're just reading the card. Yeah, they do hit us with an unsummon. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. They are kind of all tapped out and they just have one card in hand. So, yeah, let's go with Esper Origins. Gain 2 life. I think I will put 1 Yuna in the graveyard. And then we do have enough mana to play Terra Magic Adept. And then what is in the graveyard? Nothing too powerful. So they could trade. I don't want to trade. Let's bring back the Summon Titan for sure. So we'll be able to put a ton of lands onto the battlefield. No lands. We have no lands in the graveyard. That's kind of crazy. But we did put a Bahamut in the graveyard again. So we'll just bring one of those back next turn. Opponent just two cards in hand. One of them is a land. They are going to bring back probably unsummon would be my guess. Yeah, and they are going to bounce probably our Yuna. I think that's a mistake, opponent. You should really get rid of this card. I don't think we've seen any new cards from the opponent. So they are playing an old deck. We'll go ahead and eat that one up. I'm not too scared of an 8/8 because, like I said, oh, add 2 mana. So how about we just, let's get a Knights of Round Down. Create a bunch of creatures. And yeah, I'm just going to say no attacks. We're really in no rush. And yeah, we can bring back the Bahamut and we'll just blow up the octopus now. Now the opponent is in a lot of trouble. Now they're in a lot of trouble. 1/6/4 flyer. Not going to cut it for them. And now when we attack with Fear of Missing Out, we can have another attack step for our Summon Bahamut. So that is pretty awesome. They are a Haughty Djinn type of deck. 1 more card in hand. Another unsummon. I mean, hey, when you got it, you got it. When you got it, you got it. That one flips. I think I just want to play the Enduring Courage. Can go ahead and play this one. Let's transform her so everyone gets +2. And yeah, we're just going to attack with everyone. And I'll actually just give another attack step to Yuna. So we're going to gain 14 life from Yuna alone. GG, opponent. Your bounce spells had nothing on my graveyard. GG. Alright, we get to go first. I like this hand a lot, actually. Can go with Bitter Reunion on turn 2. Drop off the Bahamut. And then, honestly, just need to work our way up to 5 mana. Which, of course, could be really difficult. Could be finished before then. Before turn 5, that is. Well, we see a mountain from the opponent. No hasty creature, though. This forest from the Final Fantasy set looks so cool. Ooh, drew an elf as well, which is nice. But yeah, we'll still get down the Bitter Reunion. We'll drop off this card. Go ahead and draw 2, so we find another land and another Yuna, which I'm not complaining about. Opponent gonna launch a shock or burst light into our face. Nope. They just pass the turn, another mountain. So it is a Corey Steelcutter deck. What do we do? I think we'll actually get down Terra just to mill a few more cards. Dropped off another. Ooh, Knights of Round. So we have some really good targets for when Yuna does hit the battlefield. And yeah, there is a torch the tower. Alright, this is 3. This is going to be land number 4. I'm pretty sure we can find a untapped land, because I think we'll go Joshua. We'll drop off 2 creatures, and we have a untapped land anyway, so we'll go Joshua. He also has 4 toughness, which is quite nice, so they'll need to use a double burn spell to get rid of him. This opponent, definitely one of the slower mono red players, that's for sure. I guess we'll just drop off our little elf. Don't really need him anymore. And yeah, next turn we'll get down Yuna and we'll be able to bring back the Bahamut. So there is a bolt wave. Opponent's also running dry. They're not the Is It version of this deck, so this will be the last card in hand. I will take a trade. I mean, it's probably a monstrous rage because they literally always have that card. Well, it's a lightning strike. Alright, so we're down to 5. So I guess the question is, who do we actually get down now? Bahamut will be 1, but Knights of Round will create more blockers. I think we actually have to go with Knights of Round. So opponent is literally just in top deck mode. We have an indestructible creature, which is really nice. And yeah, they just have 1 draw for turn. So they can't even double activate the Is It Cutter. Does this thing have prowess? It does not. I think I'm just going to block like this. They might have a pump spell. Could have a burn spell. It's a shock, but nothing else they can do. They lose all their creatures. It's an Abrade. So yeah, we can go ahead and surveil. And yeah, opponent just ran out of gas. Just not quite good enough to get over the finish line. We were going to swing through for 6 damage, gain 6 life, and we'd still have 3 blockers back. And yeah, this Is It Cutter in mono red? I have seen it, but yeah, I think Is It is just a way better way to go, just because you have access to stock up and just a little bit more card draw, just to keep the chain going of Corey Steel Cutter. So, GG. All right, we go first. I'll keep this. I thought we didn't have any green, but we do have green. So we can go with the Elf on turn 1, the Elegant Parlor on turn 2, as well as Esper Origins. We're playing against Magic Person. So yeah, Surveil Land. I'll keep a Joshua. Do we keep one? Nah. Joshua can go. I don't think I need those 2 either. I mean, Sarah is nice, but nah, we can do better than that. Ooh, might be a Insidious Roots deck. Might be an Insidious Roots deck. Another Commercial District. Let's see what we're gonna mill. Definitely don't need a land. Please put something good in the graveyard. Okay. You know what? I will take a Summon Titan. Can go ahead and play it next turn. Gonna be able to return all land cards from our graveyard, so that'll be quite nice. How many lands do we have down there actually? 1, 2, 3, 3 lands. All right. And then we'll just go ahead and attack. We will just go ahead and attack. opponent's thinking about it. They do choose the trade, which I'm happy about. Hopefully they just leave our Summon Titan alone. Looks like they're hovering over their own graveyard. Oh, it's an unstoppable slasher. That's pretty annoying. But yeah, we can return all the lands, which is really nice. We'll put that one in the graveyard. We only had one surveil land. That's kind of crazy. This one's surveil too. Let's do that. I think we're nearly halfway through our deck. We must be getting pretty close to a Yuna. So gains and trample. All right, yeah, we're just gonna say next. We're up to 10. With the elf is 11. This can be 12, so we can just play a Summon Knights of Round, just straight up. I'll block with the elf. Do they have a fight spell? Green, black. Oh, it's just a deadly cover-up. That sucks. That really sucks for us, but hey, we at least have a indestructible creature, and I think I'm honestly fine just dropping these two off. I mean, we have to find a Yuna now. We're more than halfway through our deck. Thank you, game. Absolutely love when this happens. We're running 4 copies of Yuna, and we are more than halfway through our deck. We haven't seen a single one. Very chill, very cool. Another unstoppable slasher for the opponent. And a overlord. They put, dude, okay, I can't find a single Yuna, and they only a third through their library can find 3 unstoppable slashers. Kind of wild. Alright, let's go with Esper Origins again. We will discard the little elf. Ooh, a Bahamut. Let's take that one. Can go ahead and destroy this guy. And then we will just attack with everyone. So opponent down to 15. We kind of already knew that they were going to play that one. And a honest Rutstein. So they're all tapped out. I think we got them. They have 2 blockers. And we can go ahead and blow this one up, actually. So they just have 1 blocker. We were definitely going to go with Esper Origins to surveil 2 and just pray that we could find a Yuna. Kind of frustrating when the deck does that to you, but hey, we got there in the end, and I think there we saw how nice Summon Titan can be, just being able to return all these lands from our graveyard. I think we were up to, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 lands, yeah, so we can play Bahamut for its fair cost, and we can play Summon Knights of Round for its fair cost, so GG. We will try this hand. I don't think we need another Terra. We can get her down on turn 3. Duress. Oh, well, they can get rid of our Esper Origins. That is super frustrating, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get down Sarah next turn. Well, we don't have double red. I was going to say we could get down Enduring Courage. Another unstoppable slash. We just played against the deck like that. Alright, let's go with Esper Origins. I will actually keep the red land. So, no attacks from us. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get down the Enduring Courage next turn. Opponent probably going to remove our creature. Yeah. Another, bro, the game we just played, the person found 3 unstoppable slashers in the top 20. This guy finds 2 in his top 10. Yeah. Okay, we did find a Yuna. What do we have down there? Nothing. Okay. Well, then I think the plan is to go with the Terra Magic Adept and really hope we can mill some power, please. Yes, Knights of Round in there. And I will get back a Summon Titan because I could have also kept him down there. Ooh, Bloodletter. Yikes, this is a one-shot combo. We will definitely need to find our... We will definitely need to find our Get Losts, our little only bit of removal. But yeah, could also just start attacking the opponent down. Unholy Annex, of course they have it. Gonna create a bunch of knights. You know, honestly, I kind of want to go with the dog, just so next turn we could potentially finish them off. I think I will go with this one. It does get haste, and if we attack with everyone, we'll have 4 blockers back. I think I will. I'll hold one of these guys back. Alright, so opponent down to 8, and we can actually bring back another Enduring Courage. So now next turn, we're going to create 3 knights, and they're going to come in with +4. So, and yeah, we're back up to 20. So I think we got the opponent. We have 6 blockers. They have another Unholy Annex. That's not going to do it. I'm so happy we beat this deck. So happy we beat an Unholy Annex, Unstoppable Slasher, Bloodletter of Aclazot's deck. Yeah, you go ahead, remove my creatures, that's fine. That is fine, buddy. I will take a double trade on that one, just to completely remove it. And I mean, yeah, we're getting drained for 8, so opponent did make it kind of close, kind of annoying, but yeah, look at this. All these guys coming in with +2/+2. Let's go. I'm going to do it to him. Get out of here. It's Final Fantasy, boy. Play some new cards. Get him out of here. Bap. GG. All right, we're going to go first. I will keep this. Do need to find some red lands, that's for sure, but Surveil on turn 1. Thank you, game. Wow, I feel like the past two games were a struggle just to try and find what we need, and now get it right away. So, can get the Hush. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. It's just pretty funny. We'll go with Esper Origins. Put another Knights of Round in there. Find our first red source. So, I do have a Get Lost available as well. Opponent on some Gruul colors. They go with the Heirloom to add mana. And yeah, I think next turn we'll just play a Forest, and then we can flashback Esper Origins from the graveyard. Opponent maybe looking to ramp a little bit. Bahamut, that's fine. Like I said, we will go with Esper Origins. We'll get to Surveil 2. We'll put both these guys in the graveyard. We really, I want to say we really need to find a land, but I don't think we really have to, because this guy will be able to add 2 green mana next turn. So we'll be able to get down to Yuna. I want to say no matter what. Of course, they could remove our Esper Maduin. Don't know this guy. Don't know him. We missed a land drop again, which is kind of crazy, but thank you for being able to produce a double. We're going to go ahead and say no attacks, and we for sure will bring back Summon Bahamut. Go ahead and blow up this Overlord. And then next turn, kind of hope we find a red land. I would like to get down this Enduring Courage. They have a Trumpeting Carnosaur. It finds... Ooh, that's a pretty cool one, but we're just going to blow him up next turn. Did find a land, which is really nice. So, yeah, going to blow up the Bahamut, and then we'll have 5 mana. Sorry, we were going to blow up the mole with our Bahamut, and then drop the forest to... So that's 5 mana. I guess we could get lost on the Trumpeting Carnosaur and just attack through with everyone. We still would have 3 mana, so I guess we could get down Sarah then as well. And then, yeah, attack for 16 damage, so opponent would be down to just 2. And, I mean, we would be gaining so much life, so GG. Ooh, we gotta go first. We don't really have any early game plays. I mean, we have a Get Lost and a Summon Titan. I'll keep it. Oh, we actually don't have any white mana, so big yikes. And we draw another Summon Titan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, game. Landfall deck. Ooh, Bitter Triumph is really nice, so we can definitely drop off a Summon Knights of the Round Table. Of course, we just draw another one. Alright, well, at least we can get down the Enduring Courage. That'll be quite nice. That will actually be really nice, because hopefully we eventually find our Yuna, and then when we do play Summon Knights of Round, all of them will come in with +2 and haste. So yeah, we can remove that Warden later on. Oh, like I said, we don't have any white mana. Yikes. All right. So we're really going to hope to find a land drop this turn, just so we can get down the Summon Titan. And it is a Mossborn Hydra deck, so we really need our white mana to become available to us. That is absolutely crucial right now. Opponent doesn't choose to attack. Does this produce white? It does. Mill 5 cards. Put 3. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it, guys. We're doing this for the lols. We can at least use him to block. I don't know if milling 5 cards is really the play, though, but hey, we'll try it. It seemed like they had a small stick as well, so they might be holding up a Snakeskin Veil. Mill the Yuna, that is really unfortunate. No attacks from us. Alright, so they just play 1 land for turn. Seems like they have a fight spell. No, it's just another Hydra. Alright, I'm actually just going to absorb some of the damage with the Enduring Courage. And they have no mana open, so we can definitely remove the Mossborn Hydra, and we'll be able to put a ton of lands onto the battlefield right now. And 2 of them are Surveil lands, which is quite nice. Don't need another one. And a Yuna on top, let's go. So for sure, we have to remove that one. And we still have 3 mana available, so we can get down Joshua. We will for sure drop off these 2 cards. Oh, 2 of them are Yuna's, nice. I think we're just holding them back to block. And then we don't have a Bahamut down there, do we? We don't. But we'll at least get Summon Knights of Round for 2 turns in a row. So I think we might be able to turn the tides. We are down to 13 life though, so they don't get to put a counter on him, which is really nice. Are they going to go for that again? Oh, they get to put a lot of counters on him. Landfall. At least they have no landfall. And yeah, none of these guys have trample yet, so... Ooh, that Hydra does have trample. Do they keep it? They do. Yeah, so we'll just block with the Summon Titan. And then, for sure, without a doubt, we're getting down Yuna. And then we actually will play Terra. Oh, we put 2 Bahamuts into the graveyard. We have 8 mana. I'm actually going to put one of them in my hand. If we can draw a land naturally, then that will be amazing. For right now, yeah, we'll just get back a Bahamut. He does gain haste, but yeah, it's our end step, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we can blow up that Hydra. And yeah, we have a 9/9 flyer. Next turn, it will gain lifelink. And like I said, if we can hit a land drop, we can just play another Summon Bahamut, and with Yuna, pull back one of the Knights of the round table. Vivian Reed. What does she say? Look, destroy artifact or enchantment. Bro, that is so crazy. Well, we're gonna have to bring that one back next turn and blow Vivian Reed up. Don't hit a land drop, which does suck, so we will go with Esper Origins. I'll put a Joshua in the graveyard, and I'm actually just going to cast this one. Don't need 2 lands, we just need 1 more land. And then this one, I think it says reveal the top card of your library. So for sure we're drawing a land right now. So next turn we can get the Bahamut down. And this turn right now, I mean, this creature's quite annoying. We're just gonna go next. We're gonna say no attacks. We're gonna end the turn, and yeah, we will pull back a Summon Knights of Round. This one does have indestructible, which is nice. And yeah, the tokens that it creates, all of them will get +2/+2 just until the end of the turn. So yeah, this first turn, like I said, it's a little bit of a non-combo with Yuna and the Enduring Courage. All right, hopefully they can't give that thing haste. That one goes up to 14. I think we will be able to beat Vivian Reed down, so I think we play the Bahamut for the fair cost, blow up the Mossborn Hydra, and then with our tokens, attack down Vivian Reed. I think that's our plan right now. They go with a Gold Vein Hydra, so they actually will have another blocker. Ooh, this is turning into a battle. This is a good game for sure. So they're going to go +1. With the top 4, you may reveal a creature card or a land card.
Family. I have mine.
It's another Mossborn Hydra. Yikes. So it's going to come in again with a ton of counters. Alright, it's our turn though. We get to add a bunch of mana. All of those will come in with extra +1/+1 counters. We will go with the Summon Bahamut. And for sure, we will blow up that one. Oh, the Bahamut also comes in with haste. Let's go. And then, let's see. Bahamut attacks here, so that's 11 damage. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do it like that for right now. So with all 3 creatures, they could block these 3, but then Vivian's down to just 1. And yeah, I don't mind if she looks for a creature. So,
Fine. There are other paths to walk.
all right, yeah, and we are up to 28 life, and again, we get to bring another Summon Knights of the Round back and create a bunch more tokens. And yeah, next turn, both of these guys are going to pop off, so we're going to create 6 tokens, and they're all going to come in with +2/+0 and haste, so for sure we got them. So yeah, they play the Mossborn Hydra, doesn't have haste, will come in with a ton of counters on it. 7 counters, I believe. Another Hydra. They found all of their Hydras literally in the top 15 cards of their deck. It's so funny. That one game, I think we got down to 27 cards in our library and we only found 1 Yuna. This guy, just a quarter through their deck, and they found all 4 Hydras in a quarter of their deck. This shuffler's rigged. The game's just trying to hold me down. 1 card in hand. I don't think green has anything to give these guys haste. And even if they do, that's only 32 damage. That's only 32 damage. We have a bunch of blockers we could sacrifice. So yeah, it's our turn. I'm fine with that. Bah, big damage. And yeah, opponent doesn't even wait for the crackback swing, but I can tell you guys, yeah, these Knights of Round gonna create 6 tokens, and all of them are gonna get haste and +2/+2. We had the Bahamut with lifelink, and yeah, we were just gonna attack with everyone. We might have lost some of our creatures, but all these guys had lifelink as well, plus the Bahamut, so we were gonna be gaining so much life and just, yeah, absolutely smashing the opponent. So G to the G, boy. Hey there, neighbor, and welcome to the post-game wrap after playing with Yuna, Hope of Spira, and I really enjoyed this card. So much fun, and yeah, honestly, I don't think there's too many changes to the deck I would make. I know that there's quite a few Yuna, Hope of Spira decks running around right now. I haven't seen too many splash in the extra red mana. Most of them are sticking with green-white. I have seen a few splash in red as well, but yeah, I did it just to include some extra Final Fantasy cards, and I think they fit in this deck really well. The Terra Magic Adept being able to mill 5 cards, that is really good. And same with Joshua. I really like that he's able to drop off 1 or 2 cards in your hand. Sometimes, you know, you have a Summon Titan, Summon Knights of Round, or the Summon Bahamut, and you really want those in your graveyard. So those work really well. And then Sarah Pharaon being able to cast your next legendary creature for 2 less mana is also really nice. The Esper Origins, I have a feeling this card was played quite a bit throughout the games as well. So overall, deck just, yeah, it flows, it works well. I like the Enduring Courage. I know maybe my stocks on this one are maybe a little bit higher than most people. 4 mana is maybe a little bit much, but again, it comes down as a creature, and if the opponent removes it, it comes back as an enchantment. And I mean, if anything, maybe you don't mill some of these top-end enchantments. With Yuna, you are able to bring this one back from the graveyard as well. And its passive ability of giving creatures that enter this turn +2/+0, that in combination with the Summon Knights of Round creates 3 Knights that are 2/2s, and all of them get +2/+2, so they go up to a 4/2. That turn, you have 3 of them attacking right away, plus the turn that this one enters, because it's so rare that you have a Enduring Courage on the battlefield and you play Summon Knights of Round for its fair mana cost. Most of the time you are pulling it back with Yuna, and that only happens at the end step. So this is already past your attack step. You bring back Summon Knights of Round. Its chapter 1 will trigger automatically, so you create those 3 Knight tokens. They do come in with haste, even though, you know, the turn's basically over. But again, turn number 2 that this one's on the battlefield, you get to create those 3 Knights. So I mean, at the very least, you will have 6 tokens. 3 of them will be 4 power and 3 of them will be 2 power. That's usually enough to just overwhelm the opponent. So yeah, overall, I really like this deck. I feel like the lands have worked pretty well for me as well. I don't think I ever really struggled to hit our 5th land drop. maybe went the opposite route. I sometimes felt like I was drawing too many lands, but I think the land package works really well. I think the colors, yeah, work really well together. The surveil lands come in really, really clutch as well. So, yeah, I really like this deck. And I think another huge bonus about it is I think it's fully... Okay, the only card I think we're losing is Bitter Reunion. And I don't feel like it's the most necessary card in here. You could just go up 2 copies of Fear of Missing Out because it does the exact same thing. When this card enters, discard a card. Well, it says draw 1 card. This one says discard a card and draw 2 cards. So I guess what you could do... Yeah, honestly, you could go down 2 copies of Bitter Reunion because we are losing it post-rotation, and you could maybe go up 1 copy of Fear of Missing Out and maybe 1 copy of Joshua, because with Joshua... you may discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many cards. So I feel like these 2 cards kind of do what Bitter Reunion does. And then, of course, Bitter Reunion, you can pay 1 extra to give creatures haste. But again, that's what our good boy does. This Enduring Courage, he gives all of our creatures haste naturally. So, yeah, I really don't feel like the deck is going to hurt too much when we lose Bitter Reunion. And then when I check the lands, I'm pretty sure all of these are staying... Yeah, so, hey, if you're new to Magic Arena, maybe you drew 1 or 2 Yunas. I do feel like you do want 4 of her in your deck just to really make sure that you eventually find her so that you can cheat out Summon Knights of Round and Bahamut, or, hey, even the Summon Titan. I really like this guy as well. I think in the first few games, he didn't really make an appearance, but I think in the last few games, he really did. And again, being able to mill 5 cards, for sure, you'll be able to put something... hopefully of one of your top ends in the graveyard. I think it was with Terra where I milled 5 cards, and I think 4 of them were lands, and one of them was maybe the Land War Elf or just something useless. And before I played Terra, I played a Surveil land, and it was a land on top. So I got pretty unlucky there one game where I had literally 5 lands in a row. But hey, that's just the shuffler doing shuffler things. You're gonna have to accept that along your Magic journey. But yeah, like I said, if you're new to Magic and you're worried about rotation coming up, I think this is a really good deck. It's quite competitive. Of course, you know, it's not the most competitive deck out there, but I have a feeling it can win a lot. And yeah, you try and cheat out some of the biggest, baddest things in Standard right now. So if you guys do craft this deck, for sure, you're safe until... past rotation, and for sure you guys will have a lot of fun playing it as well. So if you guys made it this far, please leave a like and a comment down below. That helps me out tremendously, and I'm just gonna end it like I always end it. I love you guys. Peace out. Bonus game.